Hey y'all, hey, y'all know me dropping in to spread a little tea. And you know how we do it. So let's get right into it.
So, you guys, you already know it's your girl Grip, baby. You already know I'm not the one, the two, and down show ain't the three. You know. With that being said, part 6 of my story, part 6 of my childhood story where I remember. So, we gonna pick it up at. So, my cousin now were doing things they ain't supposed to do. And now at this age, I'm enjoying it. So I'm just letting them do whatever they want to do. I'm participating. I agree with it. I didn't care no more, Just letting my cousin, do things don't supposed to go down, don't make no sense. It was incest. And we got a lot of that in the family. So after a while, I just stayed down at my grandmama's house for a minute, and I had to start getting up early in the morning because my bus route was at my mama's house. So when my cousin felt like going to school, we would get up in the morning, take our bath. It was still dark, and we had to walk across the track and catch the bus. I'm like in a ninth grade then. I'm probably about in the ninth grade then. I really just didn't care, just whatever. And then I started puffing cigarettes, had to have them every morning, getting around my cousin doing that, and it just became a living bad experience down my grandmama's house for the simple fact I was getting older, little boy was trying to talk to me, but my cousin ain't so bad, letting them know, y'all know she ain't special ed. Y'all know she ain't got no sin. But they ain't care nothing about that because I was a pretty girl, and I was braiding my own hair at the time, so I kept my hair did. I ain't had the best clothes on or the best shoes, but my hair was always pretty. I always kept that braided and stuff because I know how to braid. I know how to do quick read, sew in, all that. So I had started making money doing other people's hair. So I would go home on the weekend and like the people went in middle school with me. The woman name, this the only name Mama said, Nisha. She used to come over my house. She had a job at like 15, 16 years old. And I used to braid her hair up to get me a couple dollars or whatever. So I was straight in money at that point. I ain't really had to steal like I used to. I just would hit her up once a year and take my $500 I feel like I deserve. And it was one day I was down at my grandmama's house and my cousin said, let's do the business. And so I did it because at this point, might as well just do it to seek love. I was just seeking love in all the wrong places. I knew it was wrong to have relations with my cousin, but at that point, I ain't care. I was just doing anything that gonna make me feel better or give me a little peace of mind or joy and make me feel like I was loved at the moment. And so one time, it got so bad down my grandmama's house, well, me and my cousin, we had went up to this woman house. She gone. She in heaven until this day. And it be a lot of men's up there. It be all the men's up there, they doing whatever they do. They selling this and doing that. Fast money. They getting fast money. So I'm drinking up there with them. I don't know what age I am. I can't remember. I'm just telling what I can remember. I'm drinking with them or whatever. And my cousin now left me. They left me up there. And they did things to me that they ain't supposed to do. They didn't supposed to do. So the next day, I got with my cousin, baby mama, and told her. So I went out there. She ended up calling the ambulance. The ambulance took me to the hospital. They checked me and all that, and I told what they did to me. They went to their house or whatever. I think someone had actually went to jail for that. They actually went to jail because I did have that in me. I had some of the stuff in me that they had did to me. So I think they did go to jail for a minute, but I don't think it was so. I don't think it was a long time, but they had did something else, so it kept them in jail for a long time. And I'm over my baby mama cousin house at the time, and I'm getting her money. I'm getting her money. She was getting money at the time then for letting me be there. And she understood the assignment, and she tried to get me help or whatever. She was young herself. She ain't really know no better either. And I just went through that or whatever, like going to that person house, going to that person house, going to that person house, just trying to seek Lord wherever I can lay my head at. But mind you, I'm still I'm still going to school. I'm still striving to graduate and all that. And I just had real bad moments over there. I remember when I was in the ninth grade, my mama had told my teacher she won't come home. She doing me any kind of way. Can you talk to her? And my teacher indeed talked to me and told me to go home, quit doing my mama like that, this and that. Why you keep doing your mama like that? She take care of you. She buy you shoes. She buy you clothes. But this was the thing. She would buy me shoes and clothes. But the thing about that, when I would leave her house, she wouldn't let me take it down to my grandmama's house. She the one would put me out. And I just didn't get it. And so I'm already going through pretty hell with my mama. Now my mama don't put my t-shirts and stuff in it. So every day I go to school, they looking at me different, telling me to go home. I shouldn't do my mama like that, this and that. So I had that hard over there, being in special ed class, and then some kind of way the check got cut out and she got to cut back home. When she told the teacher all that, the teacher helped her got to cut on. And the teacher just was being very ugly and nasty to me. And they had no business talking to me like that. I'm going to stop it right there.
Now y'all know YouTube gonna make me do my commentary, right? But I want to say this. Now I know, y'all in my comments and y'all saying y'all don't feel sorry for Grit Baby. Y'all saying she be cussing people out. She always going off and acting crazy. But I've always had a soft spot for Grit Baby. I never really understood why. It was just, I don't know, it was just something about her where when she was doing the most, I could always see something else underneath all of that. And now I understand why. After hearing her tell her story and hearing some of the things she has been through since she was a child, come on now. And I'm not saying that because, somebody went through something that gives them a free pass to, treat people crazy and talk to people crazy. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, what exactly do y'all expect somebody to look like after they done went through all of that shit and never properly heal from it? I mean, think about it. Where do you think it go? It don't just disappear. That anger got to go somewhere. That resentment has to go somewhere. That feeling like you can't trust somebody, it got to go somewhere. And sometimes that shit come out in the way you talk to people. It can come out in ways how you react to situations. Sometimes you can stay ready to fight because, life done taught you early that you always got to be ready. You got to stay ready. And that's why I think that two things can be true at the same time. Grit Baby can be wrong for a lot of shit that she does. And I can still have compassion for that woman because of the things she's been through. I don't have to excuse her behavior to understand where some of it may be coming from. Like y'all looking at a grown woman saying, look how she act. I'm looking at a little girl that apparently went through things she should have never had to go through in the first damn place. Imagine carrying all of that from a childhood to adulthood and nobody ever teaching you how to deal with that, how to unpack that shit. Nobody ever understanding that what happened to you doesn't have to control you the rest of your life. So yeah, she may be pissed. She may hold a whole lot of resentment. She may cuss him out. Would y'all really be shocked that she did that after hearing this? I'm gonna say this before we move on to her next part. I now understand that soft spot I've always had for her. I understand it a whole lot better because sometimes when you looking at somebody angry, pissed, defensive, and ready to go off, you ain't just looking at somebody that's, with anger issues or a bad attitude. Sometimes you're looking at somebody who's been in survival mode for so damn long, they don't know how to turn the shit off. And that is why I have compassion for Grit Baby. This is part 7 coming up, although she made a mistake and said part 8.
You already know it, Grip Baby in the building. I'm not the 1, the 2, and down show ain't the 3. You know, part 8 of my story. So, the teacher just kept sending me, you wrong, you gonna reap what you sow, this and that. And I got tired of that. So I eventually went back home, still getting dragged, couldn't get no money. Every first of the month, she still taking my money. Her and my at that time, she had got married to my stepdaddy. So they balled and they get my check, got me down here. They eating good. We eat whatever she give us. My sister now always got good stuff. And I left the part out in the third part. I left one thing got that I want to mention in this part about the caramel boots. I had asked for some Timberland boots, but I ended up getting caramel boots. I forgot that I left that out because this is difficult for me. So I ended up getting caramel boots, some perfume, and a cell phone. But I wanted Timberland boot, and she got me some cheap little caramel boots. Something I didn't want. And they was too little. She bought me some too little shoes. So the reason I felt like the trampoline was just for my sister now because I got put out so much and I didn't get to enjoy it, And I was just always trying to find love, do whatever I can do, didn't care. Let anybody do whatever they want to do at this point. I didn't care. Long as I can get me a couple dollars, I was fine with that. You have fun and I get paid. And that went on for so long. And I just got sick and tired of that going on. So I tried to change my life, start doing better. I'm on cigarette now. Okay. And then it got to a point where I got the check in it wasn't in my name, it was in my uncle's name. I had moved with my uncle now, y'all. Her brother. It was her brother. I had moved with my uncle and his wife. And it was going good for a minute. The rule was to get him $250 a month because I had to pay where I stayed with the check. So I'm getting a check. I had to get him $250 a month. The rest of the money I get to put up and save it. They had opened me a little saving account. And when we went up there to get this, to get the account, when I first got my check in the mail, we went up there. My mama had another bank account that I know nothing about. And it said, you got $3,000 in there. So he was like, yeah, she want that. Let her get that. Put it in this account, though. Come and find out, she went, did something. She left out the room and went to another part of the room. When this woman came back, the first thing she told me, she said, your mama just got out the bait 15 minutes ago. And I had told my mama, I said, when I graduate, the only thing I want was a Honda. I wanted a Honda when I graduate. And I had asked her to get me a Honda. She didn't do it. I'm about 16, 17, then about to graduate. No, about 17 or 18. I ain't get my Honda. I ain't get the rest of the money because she already had ticket. So once we set up the account, when I got back to my uncle's house, which was my home too because I was paying bills, I don't call and ask about it. And she, of course, she gonna deny, tried to make it seem like it was me, telling lies like she always do. Everybody always get mad because I bust their ass out and they can't handle the truth. So everything going pretty good. I'm seeing money now. I'm getting my check. I'm buying the things I want. I'm, dressing better. I'm in high school. Everybody be like, oh, you looking so good. Go up so good. I would be able to buy Tommy Hilfiger. Tommy Hilfiger was really out by then. And I was just, I was on the fad team. I had made the fad team. When on fads, I had tried every year, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, then make it my 12th grade. We had a new person that came over there and ran the dance fad team. And I actually made it this year. She didn't care you had a learning disability and that, and you were good, and she feel like she can work with you. You got picked. And I got picked for the first time in my life for doing something that made me happy. I kept practicing, and I ended up getting picked. And so that year, not knowing you had to be dressed from the 9th grade to the 3rd grade, they were like, why you dressing so good now, Keisha? And I was like, I want to be the best dressed. I want to be the best dressed, and it was going good. My uncle was making sure I attend all my games and stuff. So one day, my uncle and his wife kids had went to New Orleans. I think that was they had went to New Orleans. And when they went to New Orleans, they called my mama and asked, can I come over there for the weekend? I went over there. She was living on 6th Street at that time. I'm over there on 6th Street with her. I was going down my auntie house every day because my auntie was good to me. God rest her soul. And she was real nice to me. So I would go down there, and my auntie didn't never pick sides. Like my grandmama on my daddy's side, she never picked sides. She loved me now. And to this day, I just don't surround myself around her because my other family don't like me. And she's so loving, she love everybody, and I just can't be in nobody present. And I know they don't like me, so that's why I don't go down my grandmama house no more. And so my uncle had made me go over there. First day going good. I was over there for 3 days. When they came back from the New Orleans trip, I called hell. My mama told my uncle and his wife that I was showing out. I was talking bad. I went mad her. I went lay down. I went take my medicine, all that. They tried to put me back on medicine. I wasn't taking this shit. And so after all that, me, my uncle, and his wife, they took me home. And I'm going to leave it right there.
Before we get out of here, y'all, don't forget to head over to my website and purchase your hair growth oil. It's called Earth Root Crown Revival Growth Oil. Your crown deserves a little love too. If you're on your own hair growth journey, go check it out. You will not be disappointed. The link is in the description below. Healthy hair starts at the root. Earth Root Crown Revival Growth Oil is infused with fenugreek, rosemary, hibiscus, lavender, and clove to nourish the scalp and support stronger, healthier hair. Made with real ingredients that help reduce breakage, restore moisture, and support healthy growth from root to tip. Lightweight, non-greasy, soft on the scalp, and perfect for your natural hair routine. Made with purpose, made with care, made for real results. Black-owned, nature-led, built with love. Earth Root. Nourish your roots and grow your crown naturally. Well, guys, that's all the commentary I have for now. As always, thanks for watching. I will talk to you shortly. Bye. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell so you can be alerted every time I upload a video. Don't forget to support your Black-owned businesses. Visit ours in a link below.